Live from the rinks, it's Monday night hockey, or Wednesday night hockey, my apologies. Today's matchup between Kings Park Commack freshman gold and Patchogue Medford freshman black. Starting goaltender for Kings Park, Grace Tulo, number 42. On the other side, it's going to be number 40, Nicholas Serpico. Both teams taking the ice now. Napoli versus DeFeo. Two gloves on the ice that one player seems to have forgotten, so the officials are going to hand those over the boards. Couple late arrivals onto the bench, and we'll have a face-off. One back by Kings Park. Puck comes up the boards, gets caught in the official's skates. Pat Med heads the other way before Kings Park recovers. Game of hot potato in the neutral zone. Pat Med heads in, 3-on-2. Carried to the outside. And that's broken up in the corner. Jackallard on it for Pat Med. He's under pressure. Has the stick lifted, loses the puck. Kings Park heads the other way. It's the puck out of the zone. And then a turnover. And the puck ends up all the way down the Pat Med zone. That's going to be picked up by Napoli. Tried to move it up the boards. That was intercepted by DeFeo. Makes a couple moves. Fires it across. Couldn't connect. Shot from the point. Doesn't reach the net. The puck stays in the Pat Med zone. Now they get the breakout. They have numbers if they hurry. It's an odd man rush. Foul zones pass. Intercepted by Waterman, who moves it up to Timon for Kings Park. Makes the pass across to DeFeo, who enters the zone. Has the puck knocked off his stick, it ends up in the corner. Loose puck now. And Jackallard comes away with it for Pat Med. Moves it up the boards. Intercepted by Terry, who keeps it in. Puck behind the net. Turnover. Kovacs has it. Goes to his backhand. Loses control. Pat Med heads the other way. Gets the puck out of the zone. But Pugh intercepts it for Kings Park. Turns it over. Pat Med heads the other way. Dumps it in. They'll go for the change. Picked up by Terry, who heads up ice. Enters the zone. Cuts to the outside. Fires a shot. That's saved. Ends up in the corner on the rebound. Puck is behind the net. Now it's along the half wall. Pat Med goes for the clear. They get it. But they forget the puck. Kings Park enters offsides. And we have our first whistle of the game. 12:33 on the clock. 2 minutes and 27 seconds gone by. Face-off won by Kings Park. They get the puck. Then a turnover. And East Islip gets it deep. In the Kings Park zone now. Lead pass for Kovacs, who enters the zone. Goes to his backhand, makes another pass. That goes bouncing. Then it's covered by Serpico. Face-off, won by Kings Park. Comes back to Waterman. D-to-D pass. And a shot is fired on net. That's turned aside. in the corner. Pat Med forces a turnover, heads the other way. Lead pass goes right to Terry, though. Kings Park resets. Duranick will chase. But Terry gets across the red, enters the zone, cuts to the center, loses control, ends up dumping it behind the net. Jacquelard picks it up, he'll head the other way. Carries it across the red and across the blue. Makes his move. Fires a shot. That's blockered aside by Tulo. Kings Park gets the clear. Nichols gets the puck for Pat Med. Icing waved off. Carried up the boards. Pass is deflected, intercepted by Kings Park. Chip back in. DeFeo on it. Looking towards the net for Timon. That misses its mark, but Waterman gets it. Fires a shot that's blocked. Picked back up by Waterman. His shot doesn't reach the net. Another shot and a save. Puck comes back to the point for Waterman. Fires a shot, and that goes wide. Picked up by Timon. Well in the half wall, he chips it in. Pat Med nearly forces a turnover. And then after a couple bounces, the puck will leave the zone. Waterman will chase. Puck moved up the boards. Napoli intercepts. DeFeo takes it away. Makes the lead pass to DeAndre, who can't control it. Kovacs gets it, walks it and fires a shot. That's blockered aside. Rebound to Kovacs. Kovacs shot again, stopped by Serpico. In the corner now. Pass intended for Pugh is broken up. That's going to come out to the point. And then Kings Park can't get the shot on net. That's going to leave the zone. Picked up by Kozak, who sends it all the way down. Tulo's going to cover that one, then leave it for the Kings Park blue line. Pass, broken up, but Pugh gets it back. Carried in, on sides. Has DeAndrea in front of the net. Can't find him, so he fires a shot that's stopped. Picked up by Nichols, he moves it up the boards. But Kings Park gets the puck back. Pugh moves it to along the half wall. Kovacs pass towards the slot. Doesn't quite make it there. Puck ends up loose in front of the net, then carried behind. Loose puck along the wall. Picked up by Kings Park. Backhand shot. Save. Rebound. Scores! Kings Park jumps out to an early 1-0 lead. Face off at center after that. Score by Kings Park. Loose puck along the wall. Pat Med gets it in. Looking to strike back. Centering pass. Broken up. Pugh goes for the puck. Moves it up ice. Carried into the zone. Then a poke check breaks that one up. Pat Med heads the other way. Jacquelard can't maintain possession. Pugh gets it back. And he'll chip that one in. Nosta makes the pass. But the puck goes awry. And it ends up with Terry. Makes her move, cuts up the center of the ice. Turns it over. McDowell on it. Tried to get a shot off, he couldn't. Pat Med gets it back, fired a shot towards the net, but not on it. Then Terry tries to get out, but can't. Puck finally leaves the zone, but it comes right back to Jacquelard, who chips it back in. Kings Park has it, and they'll head up ice. Kovacs makes his move, crosses the blue line, fires a shot. That's way over the net. Puck picked up by Timon. Puck loose along the wall. Kings Park keeps it in. After a few bounces. Oh, still stays in. DeFeo has it. He'll carry it to the outside. Makes his pass. Shot. Oh, just wide of the net after that. Great feed. Then the puck goes across the crease. It's still loose. Then it's covered by Serpico. Nothing Kings Park. Face off now. One by Pat Med, fired out of the zone. And Waterman chips it back in, delayed offsides. Kings Park checks up as Pat Med regroups. Turnover, DeFeo has it. Pass intended was broken up. And Kings Park gets it back in the corner. Shot by Waterman towards the net. Broken up, thrown up the boards. Kings Park keeps it in for now, but no longer. Waterman on it. Turns it over in the corner. Kings Park trying to force up the boards, but they get it in the slot instead. DeFeo enters the zone. Cuts to the outside on his backhand. Forehand shot. Turned aside. Ends up along the wall for De Leon. But Kings Park forces a turnover. Before Pat Med forces out of the zone. Kings Park has delayed offsides. They check up. Pass goes awry, picked up by Time, and he enters offsides. We get a whistle. Face off right outside the zone. Face off won by Kings Park. Chipped in before Pat Med moves it back up the boards. Terry moves it across. Kings Park enters the zone, a poke check. Sends the puck into the boards. Along the wall now. Kings Park can't keep it in. Terry will recover. Resets in her own zone. Under pressure from Kozak, heads up the boards. Cuts to the center. She's in the zone now, cuts the outside. Fires shot, that's turned aside by Serpico. DeAndrea bounces off the back of the net, thrown in front. No one can connect. That is cleared all the way down by Pat Med. Not enough for icing. Lead pass to Pugh. Goes off his, or no, corralled on his backhand. And then he makes the lead pass to DeAndrea, who heads along the wall. Jacquelard providing pressure. Puck behind the net. Jacquelard forces the turnover. Heads up ice with speed. Across the red and into the zone. Cuts to the center on his backhand now. Fades a falling East Islip player. Continues to circle. Looks for the pass. Finds it. But the shot goes wide, well wide of the net. Picked up by Kings Park. Moved up the boards. Nichols fires that back in. Pat Med has to check up as Terry gets it out. That puck goes right to foul zone. Makes a centering pass. Then Kozak gets taken down. Napoli has it along the wall. Loses the puck. We'll have a whistle. And Pat Med will go on the power play. Two minutes on the penalty clock. Face off. Won by Kings Park. They can't move it up the boards. So Kovacs flips it out of the zone after a bit of back and forth between both teams. Nichols will pick that up, resets. Heads up ice. Takes it himself, enters the zone, cuts to the outside. Looks for the pass, can't find it. And then went for a rebound, wraparound that wasn't there. So he's forced to continue to circle. Fires a shot towards the net, but not on it. Waterman picks it up. The puck ends up a foul zone. Moves it towards the net, but it's intercepted. Kovacs carries it up ice. He'll enter zone one-on-one. Goes to the outside. Collects the puck on his backhand. He'll hold it. Tried to pin it against the wall, but it's poked free by Pat Med. Time in on it. Then Kovacs, whose shot is turned aside by Serpico. We get a whistle. 1 minute remaining on the Kings Park penalty. Pat Med in their own zone. DeFeo in the dot. Matched up against Linsky. Face off one by Kings Park. Puck is kept in the zone. Pass is fired across. Spark resets along the half wall. Puck is free. Picked up by DeFeo. Cuts to the outside. And then to score and pass across. Shot goes wide. Poor puck luck for Bovino. As the DeFeo pass accidentally turns into a clear, Pat Med heads the other way. Kings Park forces a turnover. Pat Med's forced to reset. Jack Allard heads up ice. Yeah, second time Bonino has struggled to corral a DeFeo pass. Very well placed, just a bit of bad luck both times. As King Park enters the Pat Med zone. Bonino has it. Makes the pass to DeFeo, who circles the net. Penalty has expired. It's 5-on-5. Cross-ice pass will leave the zone. Stanza picks it up, moves it across to DeFeo. Matthew DeFeo enters the zone. Cuts through two players on his backhand, fires a shot. That's deflected wide of the net. Collects his own rebound. Moves it up to the point. Costanzo makes the pass to DeFeo. Couldn't settle it. Puck ends up in the corner. Then ends up behind the net with DeAndrio. He finds the man of the slot. But it was just a little bit too far inside for Bonino to corral that one. Turnover. DeFeo has it. But that's poked off his stick. And Zelensky tries to get it out. Can't. DeAndrea has it. Fires a shot that's turned aside by Serpico and covered. (13-14) gone by in this period. Clock on the stream is just a second ahead of the game clock here at the rinks. Face off now in the defensive zone. One by Kings Park. Waterman's shot goes wide of the net. Pugh will chase. Recovers along the wall. Holds the puck. Fires a pass towards the slot that goes all the way across. And Waterman will keep that in for Kings Park. DeAndrea carries it behind. Makes the escape turn, throws the puck in front. Nobody there to collect that one. Pat Med gets the clear. Foy picks that one up, enters the zone. Ends up kicking it two along the wall where Waterman collects and tries to keep that puck in. And eventually, puck ends up in the slot. Foy backhanded towards the net. Puck took a bounce. That'll leave. Oh! Leaves the zone. Waterman fires that into late offsides. Kings Park has to check up. And they do. Pat Med hasn't regained possession. Foy nearly forced the turnover. And then he does! 1-on-0. Shot, save! And then it's covered by Serpico. Shot coming from Jake DeAndrea, who wants that one back. There were just under 40 seconds remaining in the period. Kings Park holding the 1-0 lead. Serpico slams the door shut. Face off, one back. Comes to Waterman. Fakes the pass and a shot towards the net, but it doesn't reach there. Backhanded out of the zone. Kozak is on it. Ships it in. Icing's waved off after it bounced under the stick of a Kings Park player. Waterman picks it up in the corner. Puck is moved up and out of the zone. Dump and chase from Kings Park. And a whistle for icing. So that'll head all the way back down before we reach the end of the first period. Kovacs versus Napoli. Face-off won by Pat Med. Puck is loose in the slot. Waterman gets it back, carries it along the wall. Penalty, or rather, main clock will expire. And Kings Park Commack will go into the second period with a 1-0 lead. 1 minute intermission, 1 minute. The horn sounds. Let's get underway here. Start of the second period. Long change for both teams. Kings Park Commack with the 1-0 lead. Jacquelard. Not in the dot, correction. It'll be Napoli. On the other side, Kovacs. Face-off won by Pat Med. Foul zone has it, makes the backhand pass to Jacquelard. He carries it across the red along the wall into the zone. Along the outside, backhand pass in front of the net is broken up by Terry. Kings Park picks it up, heads the other way. Timon has it, cuts to the center, fires a shot that's turned aside by the stick of Serpico. Puck goes bouncing into the slot, picked up by Kings Park. Benito's shot, and it's in. He was snake bitten in the first period. Just like that, Benito gets on the board. And it's 2-0. Kings Park Commack. Shot just bounces over the shoulder there, you can see it. It's 2-0. Just a good shot, bad bounce for the Tendy. As the face-off's won by Kings Park. Terry has the puck. Uses a toe drag to escape from pressure and carries it in the offensive zone. Gets tripped up. Arm is in the air as Terry gets the puck back and fires it back down into the zone. Pat Med touches up along the wall. And Kings Park will go to the power play. Logan Dougherty heading to the box. Face off in the Pat Med zone. One along the wall by DeFeo. Makes the cross ice pass to Terry, who drew the penalty. Walks in, fires a shot, that goes wide of the net. Stanzo picks up along the wall, fires it towards the net, but that's blocked. And he can't keep it in. So Kings Park forced to reset. They give it away along the wall. Pat Med gains the zone, and Terry breaks that one up. And Kings Park survives an odd man rush attempt. Pat Med gets the shot off. Terry picks it up, evades the hit. Kings Park gets it out of the zone. They want another call, they won't get it as DeFeo carries it in. He's got DeAndrea with him. Tried to find the pass, but it got poked off a stick. Moved up the boards. Terry walks into it, fires a shot wide of the net. Picked up by Kings Park. And a well-timed poke check, and then a clear by McDowell. DeAndrea uses it across, that's intercepted by Slavinsky. McDowell has to check up, and does. But Kings Park heads the other way with the puck. DeAndrea enters the zone, 3-on-3. Tried to go back to his forehand and it's poked off his stick. Puck ends up in the corner. Battle for the puck now. DeFeo goes down. Slavinsky's on it. Chips it up the boards. Back goes right to Waterman. Waterman's shot is blocked. Friendly fire there. Terry gets it. Fires a shot. That's deflected wide of the net. DeAndrea picks it up. Looks for the pass. Can't find it, so he shoots instead. We get a whistle. A stoppage of play. .320 into the period. 21 seconds remaining on the kill. Face off. Won by Pat Med, moved up the boards. Duranick moved it up ice. Waterman picks it up for Kings Park. And then enters the zone. Fires a shot. That's deflected. And the power play comes to an end. Puck is free behind the net. Pat Med moves it up the boards. Puck gets by Canino. Duranick fires a shot that's wide of the net. We get a whistle. Pat Med's Jackallard will head to the box for a cross check. Just like that, Kings Parks is back on the power play. Kovacs in the dot for Kings Park. He can't win it, but Pat Med can't get the clear. Then they do. Waterman on it. Moves it up the boards to Kovac, who gets tripped up by the skate of Nichols. But Pat Med can't recover the puck. So Kings Park's Foy will carry it into the zone, take a hit from Duranick, check up, and then Canino will chip it in. Bit of an extracurricular activity behind the whistles. Officials let play continue as the pass intended for the point is broken up. Waterman gets it, moves it towards Foy, who takes a hit. Arm is up, stick is loose. That'll be the end of the power play. If I'm not mistaken. Foy is heading to the box. Call is a slash. There was 1:18 on the clock as the faceoff's going to head all the way down on the penalty. So for the next 1 minute and 12 seconds, will be 4-on-4. And then Pat Med will get a 42-second power play. But as of now, play will remain 4-on-4. Face-off won by DeFeo. Kings Park carries it behind their own net. Chipped up the boards, but not out of play. Oh, well, out of the zone now. Pat Med forces a turnover. Nichols carries it into the zone. But that's broken up by Terry. Looking for the pass, won't get it. Definitely should have, as Kings Park gets a shot on net. It's deflected well wide by Serpico. Easy pad save there as DeFeo pokes it behind the net. Timon will chase. Throws it towards the front of the net. DeFeo forces a turnover, but can't get a shot from the slot. So he's going to fire that around the boards. Picked up by Timon. Turnover. Napoli gets it. Moves it out to Kozak, who heads in. 1-on-1. Terry will chase. Kozak gets a shot. That's wide of Tulo's net. Terry makes the pass to Timon, who enters the zone, 2-on-2, and then loses the puck along the wall. Pat Med moves up along the wall. Power play now. as that goes all the way down. Pat Med's shot blocked. Kings Park takes it, heads the other way. Puck comes to DeAndrea, 2-on-1. Evades Jacquillard, makes another move, has to take it off his stick, but Pugh will recover in the corner. Puck in the corner now, hit from behind. That'll end this power play pretty quickly for Pat Med as they touch up. That's going to be boarding. So it's going to remain 4-on-4. Clock reads 9:33. We're going to have 15 seconds at 4-on-4. Correction, might be off. Not off. I don't believe it's going to be offsetting, but Jacquillard is heading to the box. Yes. DeLeon will enter. It's a 2-minute penalty. 15 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. And then Pat Med will go on the kill. Face off. Won by Kings Park. Clock definitely took a second to start here at the rink, so we might be a little bit ahead for a few seconds. Waterman fires a shot, and that's gloved by Serpico. Clock reads 9:20. Face off. It's a power play now for Kings Park as the puck ends up in the corner. Along the half wall now after a couple bounces. Pugh carries it towards the net. Loses it, gets it back, fires a shot. That's turned aside. Rebound loose along the wall. Canino keeps it in. Fires a shot towards the net. That's deflected up in the air, and the bouncing puck ends up along the wall where DeAndrea will collect. Evades the hit, but loses the puck. Kings Park gets it, arm up in the air. That's going to be an additional penalty going against Pat Med. Just going to reset the penalty clock here. So we'll have a minute 13 of 5-on-3 action. Then we'll head to 5-on-4 if there's no goal scored in between now and then. Face off. Won by Kings Park. Costanza fires shot. Rebound, scores! Kings Park makes it 3-0 with that goal from Foy. Shot goes off the pad. Foy finishes the job. It's 3-0. 1:54 on the power play. Kings Park still on the kill. Late change here for Pat Med. Or Kings Park still on the power play, my apologies. Pat Med still on the kill. Face off as one back by Pat Med. Carried up the wall. Fired all the way down past Terry. Icing is waved off. Stands on it. Looks up ice. Finds Kovacs. He pokes it forward to Timon. Who enters the zone onside. Just barely. Kovacs managed to slow up there. Puck comes to the point. Turnover. Duranick carries it out for Pat Med. Pokes up the boards. Terry will collect and reset behind her own net. Still under pressure. But Duranick is content to let her sit there. And she'll just fire it up the boards. Puck takes an odd bounce. Comes all the way out to Dillon. Kings Park gets it back and moves up the boards. Kovacs fires a shot. That's blocked and goes wide. Picked up. Kings Park has it behind the net. They lose it. Benino fires back into the zone. Kovacs chases. Can't get to it. Stolinski moves it up the boards. Duranick has it. Intercepted at the point. Puck is kept in. Comes to Benito. Shot. Save by Serpico. Puck ends up in the corner. Stick goes flying along the boards. Believe that might have been caused by the ice. As an attempted clear goes off the skate of Kovacs. Resets along the half wall. Makes the pass towards the high slot. Benito makes the pass to Terry, who fires a shot that's gloved by Serpico. .8:13 gone by in the second period. Face off. The defensive zone for Pat Med. Just a few seconds left on the kill as they complete their change. DeFeo in the dot for Kings Park. Matched up against Lumen. Face off won by Kings Park. The penalty has expired. Puck picked up by DeAndrea, who backhands it towards the net, ends up right at McDowell's chest. He knocks it down, gets it out of the zone, gets caught up with the official. The official is part of the field of play, no matter how much we sometimes wish they weren't. Nichols has it. McDowell pokes it forward. Pat Med turns it over. Kings Park heads the other way. To the outside. DeAndrea is tied up, poked up the boards. Comes free to McDowell. Takes a hit, goes down. DeFeo picks it up. Heads the other way. Enters the zone. But forced to the outside. Evades Nichols. Cuts to the front. Shot. Turned aside. Rebound. Loose. Still in front of the net after a couple stops from Serpico. Shot is blocked. No goal is the signal. A whistle. I believe that was... Not sure if they thought... Serpico had, oh, he had it in his glove on that one. Thought it missed the net, to be quite honest with you. Pat Med down 3-0, but you couldn't blame Nicholas Serpico. Napoli in the dot for Kings Park, but he can't win it. Puck comes to Foy off the face-off, backhand. Poked by Serpico wide. Moved up the boards, takes a bounce. That's going to go all the way down for icing. .21 into the period. Face off one back by Kovacs. Terry picks it up. Her shot is blocked. Puck will leave the zone. Costanzo will skate. Moves up the boards. Turned over. Foul zone. Gets it in deep. Terry recovers the loose change. Then a pass up the boards. Timon has it. Kovacs tried to get open for him. Couldn't. Timon will carry it to the outside. Foy picks up in the corner. Puck comes in front. Kovacs has it in the slot. Tried to get the shot off. Couldn't. Carries it along the wall. Then chips it in. Goes behind the net for Foy. He can't settle it. Bit of back and forth along the wall. Puck is picked up and shot out. All the way down, that's icing. Slavinsky firing it all the way down that time. Face off in the Pat Med zone. Won by Pat Med. Ends up in the corner. Pass goes awry after the deflection. DeFeo picks it up. Has it poked off his stick. DeFeo gets it. Makes the pass in front. Benito can't collect that on his backhand. Then it's cleared out of the zone. Terry will chase. Not enough on that for icing. as she resets behind the net. Looks up ice, makes a move with speed. Enters the zone, cuts the outside. Nichols pokes it away. Terry chipped it in. Nichols got it back, fired it up the boards, but DeFeo collects for Kings Park. Bouncing puck now. Behind the net. DeFeo looks in front. DeAndrea gets it shot, stopped. Puck is still loose. DeFeo collects, fires it up the boards. Terry has it. Then chips it right back in. DeFeo collects. And gives it right back to Terry. Wrist shot, goes wide of the net. Picked up along the wall by Pat Med. They can't get it out. Then DeFeo gets the clear for him. Puck takes a couple bounces. DeFeo sticks with it. Enters onside. 3-on-2. Looking for the pass there. Can't find it. And then a shot. Turned aside by Serpico. DeFeo was looking for the pass there. Had his stick lifted. Then ended up right in front of the goalie and just went with the shot. In the dot now. One back by Pat Med. Puck comes up to the point. Waterman keeps it and puck comes to Pugh. Who loses it. Puck comes back to Timon, who gets a shot. That's stopped by Serpico. 12 minutes remaining in play. Or 12 minutes into the period. My apologies for that one. Puck gets tied up off the face-off. Pat Med gets the clear. It's that bounce free, that is. Canino will chase. Not enough on that for icing. Under pressure from Doherty. Puck comes up along the wall to Pugh. Pugh has to take it off his stick. Gets it back. And gets the clear. Timon has it. Heads up ice. Carries it in. Goes to his backhand. Loses it. Casale turns it over. Fired back down. Slavinsky picks it up for Pat Med. Resets behind the net. Looks up ice. Finds the open man and then another pass. Intercepted. Waterman walks in. Tried to make the lead pass to Pugh. Puck went awry. Pugh gets a shot off from behind, almost behind the net there. That's turned aside. Pat Med gets the clear. That's going nearly all the way down. That's going to be icing. Face off now in the Pat Med zone. Tied up originally, but the puck comes away in Pat Med's favor. They head up ice, and Nosta chips it in. Terry gets to it, but can't settle it until she's below the goal line. Now she heads up ice. Along the wall. Carries it to the outside. Takes it to her forehand, makes the pass, shot, scores! Tic-tac-toe. And an end-to-end rush by Terry. Comes up along the wall, manipulates the defender, goes to the outside, moves to her forehand, draws the defender to her, finds the open man, and a picture-perfect one-timer makes it 4-0. Face-off one back by Kings Park. Moved up the boards. DeAndrea has it, cuts towards the center, fires a shot, takes a deflection, puck is loose. And then another shot goes wide of the net. Puck comes back to the point for Terry. Fires it, goes off the back of the net. But DeFeo collects, has to evade his own man and Foy. Then a attempted tip by DeAndrea. Ends up with Nichols. With a brief stoppage in play, had a bit of an issue with the stream there as An icing is called against Pat Med. We have connection now. My apologies for that. It's 4-1. 4 minutes, 12 seconds gone by. As the face-off is won by Pat Med. Turned over, though. Time and moving forward. Foy gets a shot. That goes wide of the net. Picked up by Pat Med. Fired out of the zone. And then fired all the way down. No icing. As Terry heads up ice, turns it over to McDowell. Makes the pass forward. Shot. Save by Tulo. Another shot. Goes wide at Tulo's net. Pat Med retains possession after the puck takes a couple bounces. Kept in the zone. Then it leaves. Kings Park gets it. Along the wall, puck takes a couple bounces for Pat Med. Fires it free. Terry has the puck. Moving in, fires a shot. That goes wide of the net. Picked up by Kovacs. Has it poked free, gets it back. Sets up behind the net, looks for the pass, and finds the man at the point. Costanzo. His shot is deflected, comes back to Kovacs. Kovacs fires a shot. And that's stopped by Scipio. 9:29 remaining in play. If you're rejoining us, apologies about the brief stoppage in covers. The game is recorded as the face-off is won by Kings Park, but the shot doesn't make it to the net. Foul zone gets it, but can't get it out of the zone. No pun intended as Pat Med finally carries it out. Napoli has it, enters. He's got numbers if he hurries. Napoli fires shot wide of Tulo's net. Duranick chips it in, and Tulo covers it. .59 remaining in play now. Face-off won by Pat Med. Then Kings Park gets it out of the zone. Benino on it. Makes the pass. Intended for DeAndrea. He skates into it. Jacquillard knocks DeAndrea down from behind. He's down. We get a whistle. No arm in the air. Pat Med wants explanation for that one, but doesn't appear they'll get it. DeAndrea is down. .838 remaining in play. Hoping DeAndrea is okay. He was heading into the boards. Got hit as he was turning. Don't know that there was malicious intent on the play. Might have been why there wasn't an arm going up, but I don't want to speculate on that. It appears that DeAndrea will head off the ice. He's close to the door. He'll leave the game. We hope he's okay. correction. It was the Kings Park bench. I said the Pat Med bench that wants an answer on a no call. They won't get it. They're still not happy with the officials. Terry voicing her displeasure. Her penalty leading to the first goal. Doesn't appear that they'll get the call they want. You know, just calling it how it was. I mean, he turned as he headed into the boards, got hit from behind, left the game. You know, I don't think there was any malicious intent on it, but you can understand the Kings Park bench's frustration. Face off won by DeFeo. Puck gets turned over. Waterman tried to keep it in, he couldn't. Pat Med tries to head the other way. Jacquelard with it. And then turns it over. Kings Park heads the other way. DeFeo with speed. Takes the hit. Went for the puck, lost it. He's going right back at it now. Gets it. Looks for the pass, can't find it. So he'll tries to get it to the point, goes under the stick of Costanza. It'll head nearly all the way down. Waterman will pick it up. Under pressure, moves it up the boards. Kept in by Durinik. Carries it up along the half wall. Fires shot towards the net. The Tulo will cover. Face off now in the Kings Park zone. They win it back. Puck is fired up the boards, takes a couple bounces though. Comes out to Terry, who gets the clear. Nichols has it. Has time, makes the pass across. McDowell will skate into it. Makes the pass under duress. Then takes a couple bounces. Timon tries to move with the boards. McDowell keeps it in. Terry gets it. Moves it up along the wall. Carries it into the zone, cuts to the outside. Fires a shot. Rebound comes loose. Took a hit. We'll have a penalty this time. She's getting up. She looks okay, thankfully. Not thrilled. Had a couple of words for the officials on her first call. Had a couple of words for them on the no call. Now Terry draws the second penalty of the game. Kings Park will head on the power play. At the end of the day, you just want to see the players in okay shape. Don't want to see anyone get hurt, so. Just some frustration plays to close the period. Not really much else to say about it. Casale will have to go to the box to serve the 2-minute penalty. Face off one back by Kings Park. Waterman gets the puck. Kovacs has it poked off a stick. Durinik picks it up. Puck is pinned along the wall. Officials shouting to move the puck. I'm sure the players are trying to. As Jacquelard comes away with it. Cuts up the center, trying to kill time on the kill. But his team's also down 3. The time is running out on the period. As Pat Med enters the zone, Jacquelard carries it below the goal line. On his backhand, has it poked off by Foy, but will skate right back into it. Moves it to the point. Puck comes back to Jacquelard. His pass goes awry. Waterman heads the other way. He'll lead the rush. Under pressure from Jacquelard, takes a poke check. Puck takes a few bounces. And then Pat Med heads the other way. They have a 2-on-0 coming in. Tulo steps up, makes the save. Rebound goes right into the corner. In the corner now, Pat Med fires towards the net. Tulo stops it. Kings Park chips it out. 40 seconds remaining on the kill as Jackallard carries it in with speed. Tried to get a shot off towards the net. Couldn't. Terry picks it up. Under pressure, bounces it off the boards. Will chase. But waits for Durnick. Pretty much telegraphed that pass up the boards. And Terry will carry it in with speed. Goes to her backhand. Forehand shot. Save by Serpico. Pat Med gets the clear. They'll head the other way. Terry back checking. But it's already a 2-on-3 as Durnick gets the puck, gets it lifted. And Terry forced the turnover. On the back check. Puck comes to DeFeo. He'll carry it in. Goes forehand, backhand, shot, rebound, scores! That'll make it 5-1 for Kings Park. You can just see DeFeo. He can't find the pass. He puts it on the backhand right off the pad. It's collected by Benino. That's his second. You know, he couldn't get the shot, but he knew that if he got it on the backhand and it went off the boards, went off the pad, he knew his teammate would get the rebound chance. Face-off won by Kings Park. Terry will carry it forward into the zone. Cuts it back. Backhand shot. Save by Serpico. DeFeo has it. Carries it, makes the backhand, or makes the pass, and Benito can't finish there. Going for the hat trick as Terry tries to collect it. It's loose still. Shot, scores! And Kings Park makes it 6-1. Kings Park playing with a lot of aggression after DeAndrea left the game, and Terry took that hit, and that goal going to Pugh. It's 6-1. Face-off won by Pat Med. They'll move it forward. Timon forces the turnover. Puck changes hands a couple times before Kovacs gets it for Kings Park. Carries it into the zone. Along the wall. Looking for Foy in front of the net, but he's forced to reset. Pat Med heads up the ice now. One-on-one. Shot. Turned aside by Tulo. And covered. Officials gave her a couple seconds, clearly wanted her to move, and I'm not sure where. It's 6-1. Face off in the defensive zone for Pat Med, or for Kings Park, my apologies. One forward by Pat Med. Kings Park got it, turned it over, and then a shot is blocked by Waterman, who had the turnover, fixed his mistake. Napoli gets a shot. That takes a couple bounces, goes through legs of more than one player. Before McDowell collects it and fired it across. Napoli has it again. Fires a shot that's blocked by his own teammate. Then a shot and a save. Puck is still loose after Tulo makes a couple saves. Waterman trying to get out. He can't. Kovacs has it. Fires it up the boards. Goes off Napoli's stick. It's going towards the net, but I believe icing would have been waved off regardless. Then Foy forces the turnover. Puck comes loose in front. Serpico covers. Clock is winding down. Time is running out for Pat Med. Not just time in the game, time on the season. I believe this is the last matchup of the year for both teams. It's 6-1. Favor of Kings Park. Terry gets it. Walks the line nicely after making that move. Puck takes a few bounces. It's in front of the net. Shot! Stopped by Serpico. You really can't play better in a game you've given up 6 goals in than Serpico has. He's bailed his team out at every possible opportunity. He's stolen some goals, to be quite honest, or would-be goals. It's a face-off. In the defensive zone for Pat Med. It's won by DeFeo. Terry keeps it in along the line. Makes the pass to Pugh, who settles on his backhand. Tried to fire towards the net. That's intercepted by Slavinsky, who gets it out. Kozak fires it out of play. Went off Nichols, who was in the box. He'll toss it back to the officials. He's serving a misconduct. Face off. Indecisive at first. Pat Med had it. Kings Park got it back. They carried in. Pugh has it. Makes his move. Cuts to the center. Fires a shot. It's in. Watch this play by Pugh. He cuts to the center. DeFeo sets the screen. He shoots through the Pat Med player, Slavinsky, too, on that one. Perfectly placed shot right through the screen. It's 7-1 Kings Park. Face off, one forward by Pat Med. Puck comes to Terry. Makes the pass to Foy, who loses it. Pat Med enters the zone, offsides. And get a whistle. Kings Park came into the period 4-0. Gave up their first goal. Then after the departure of Jake DeAndrea, we hope he's okay, as Kings Park fires it down. They score 3 quick goals. Jack Allard picks it up, tries to settle it behind the net. He can't. Ends up throwing it into the corner to Kovacs, who forces a turnover. Puck still in the corner. Pat Med gets it right back. They'll head up ice. Pat Med gains his own. Jack Allard cuts the outside, fires a shot. That's gloved, but not grasped by Tulo. She'll cover it now, as we hit the 2-minute mark on the period. Face off now in the defensive zone for Kings Park. Casale versus Kovacs. One back by Kings Park. Jack Allard gets a shot. That's turned aside by the stick of Tulo. Puck ends up along the wall, then leaves the zone. Foy almost had a breakaway there as he enters the zone. 1-on-1, fires a shot. That's gloved by Serpico. Whistle coming a bit late there. Don't go anywhere after this. It's the JV Suffolk County High School Hockey League playoffs. Smithtown versus East Islip. Face off, one forward. DeFeo takes a hit in the corner. Pat Med came away with the puck temporarily. Now it's back with them again. DeLeon gets it and loses it. DeLeon's brothers, Samuel, on the varsity squad for Pat Med, which did not field this year. They fielded at JV. On the bench tonight for Pat Med as a coach. Pugh moves it to Waterman. Waterman fires a shot. Deflected. Ended up in the back of the netting. Now it's in front of the net. DeFeo's shot. Oh, what a save. And then rebound, it's in. A goal scored just in the last minute. Clock reads 59 seconds. It's fired in. Rebound just trickles on in there. That was from Bonino. I believe that gives him a hat trick on the night. Face off now. Won by Pat Med before he first forces the turnover. Puck ends up along the wall. Slavoski gets it. Turns it over. McDowell gets it back, enters the zone, loses the puck. Terry chips it up and out of the zone. It's fired right back in by Nosta. McDowell has to check up. He does. Nosta got the puck in. Still has it. Has his stick lifted by Kovacs. Then has the puck poked away. It's along the wall now. Kovacs holding it. Flips it across the Timon. He'll get it along the wall. Takes a hit from Napoli. There's a whistle and a call. .6 remaining. Napoli will head to the box, giving Nichols some company. Kings Park goes to the power play. Just a frustration penalty there. Not sure if the call was charging or a hit from behind. Either could have been justified. Regardless, no real impact on the game as Kings Park wins the faceoff. Foy gets the puck, walks in, fires a shot over the net, collects it, puts it off the back of the net. Puck takes a couple bounces. Patmed picks it up. Play will expire. That'll be all for the season. It's an 8-1 win for Kings Park. Can't blame Serpico, though. Handshake line now. Both teams head to the locker room. Don't go anywhere after this. JV high school hockey on the Suffolk County High School Hockey League, only on the Long Island Sports Network. Jack Siskin, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Thank you, and good night.